Former WWE superstar Aiden English Matthew Rowell recently proposed a game-changing scenario involving Jacob Fatu. His prediction suggests a future World Championship shot for the reigning United States champion. Speaking on the Rebook podcast, Aiden English envisioned a scenario where Solo Sikoa wins the match at Money in the Bank. The former tribal chief is set to compete against Seth Rollins, Andrade, El Grande Americano, Penta, and LA Knight in the men's MITB ladder bout on June 7th in Los Angeles. The former WWE star then predicted a SummerSlam clash between the Streak Champion and the Samoan Werewolf, with the winner taking both the United States Championship and the MITB briefcase. The Drama King ultimately foresaw Jacob Fatu emerging victorious, holding both the U.S. title and a future World Championship opportunity. In the same video, Matthew Rowell claimed that the 33-year-old star would undergo a shift in his character for the first time in his WWE career. Since Jacob Fatu came into the Stamford-based promotion, he has been a heel as he joined forces with Solo Sikoa in the bloodline, according to Aiden English. The Samoan Werewolf would soon turn babyface. Given how popular he has become following WrestleMania 41, fans will have to wait and see if Solo Sikoa wins the men's Money in the Bank ladder match and goes after Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu, the powerhouse rising star of the wrestling world, is on the brink of greatness. Known for his brute strength, intense athleticism, and undeniable charisma, Fatu has been making waves in the wrestling scene for quite some time. While he's already a dominant force in promotions like Major League Wrestling (MLW), his name is increasingly being associated with the biggest stage of all, WWE. But how does someone like Jacob Fatu transition from a well-established star in the indie and smaller promotions into the elite echelons of the WWE? Well, a game-changing scenario has recently been suggested by one veteran wrestling personality that could skyrocket Fatu to the top of WWE, potentially leading him straight to a WWE World title shot. The scenario, which involves an intriguing storyline and a series of pivotal moments, could provide Fatu with a pathway to secure a future title shot. This plot would not only elevate Fatu's status, but could also change the very fabric of WWE's approach to the future of its main event scene. The veteran's vision for Jacob Fatu. The concept comes courtesy of a veteran who's seen it all and understands the intricacies of the wrestling business. This veteran, who has worked with some of the most legendary names in the industry, sees a clear path for Fatu, but it requires WWE to think outside the box and take risks. According to this wrestling sage, the best way to make Fatu's transition to WWE both successful and impactful is to put him in a scenario where he doesn't just rise through the ranks traditionally, but rather in an explosive, game-changing way. So, what exactly is the veteran's proposal? The setup. A legacy with a twist. Jacob Fatu, a member of the infamous Wwe family, has blood ties to some of the greatest wrestlers of all time, including The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Yokozuna. His family lineage alone is enough to stir up excitement among wrestling fans, but it's his own unique talent that makes him stand out. What better way to capitalize on his bloodline than to tie it into a dramatic storyline that intertwines his future with the biggest wrestling title in the world? The veteran suggests that WWE should have Fatu arrive in the company as a mysterious, almost mythic figure, not just a relative of Roman Reigns, but someone who claims to be the rightful heir to the Wwe family legacy. This would be more than just a familial tie. It would be a challenge to the current WWE World Champion, who, in this case, could still be Roman Reigns himself. Fatu's arrival would be framed as not just a new star coming to challenge for the title, but as a threat to the established hierarchy. The rivalry with Roman Reigns. The first key aspect of this scenario is Fatu's immediate focus on Roman Reigns. For years, Roman has held the title of the tribal chief in the WWE, a reign that has been dominating the landscape of SmackDown. His persona as the head of the Wwe family and the tribal chief has been one of the most compelling storylines in WWE history. But with Fatu's sudden arrival, Reigns' reign could be challenged from within his own family. This would set up a fascinating family feud, with Fatu claiming that he is the true successor to the title of tribal chief. This conflict would not just be about wrestling talent. It would be about family pride, honor, and legacy. It would be a deeply personal battle, with both wrestlers fighting for the respect of their family and the right to be called the leader of the Wwe clan. Roman, who has carried the mantle of WWE's top star for so long, would be forced to confront a family member who believes he's been unjustly denied what's rightfully his. The emotional stakes would be high, and the personal animosity would make this rivalry a must-watch. The road to the WWE World title. While Roman Reigns is undoubtedly the focal point of this scenario, the journey for Jacob Fatu to earn a WWE World title shot would be equally important. The veteran suggests that WWE could set up a series of matches that gradually increase in difficulty, showcasing Fatu's dominance and ability to take on top-tier opponents. These matches could start with mid-card competitors who test Fatu's versatility in the ring. Slowly, he would build momentum by defeating notable wrestlers, which would earn him a spot in the main event scene. The storyline could also feature Fatu being manipulated by the bloodline, where he is initially taken under Roman's wing. However, after a series of tensions and betrayals, Fatu breaks free from Roman's shadow, realizing that he doesn't need his cousin's guidance to succeed. This sets up an explosive feud with Roman that could lead to a massive match at one of WWE's major pay-per-views like Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, or even WrestleMania. But Fatu's journey wouldn't be just about taking down his family member. Along the way, he could face off with other top WWE superstars, including Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Seth Rollins, each match adding layers to his character and further solidifying him as a force to be reckoned with. The payoff. Jacob Fatu wins the WWE World title. Eventually, after weeks or even months of building the storyline, Fatu would earn his shot at the WWE World title. His match would be the culmination of his journey, not just as a wrestler, but as a man reclaiming his birthright. This scenario could unfold at a major WWE event, such as WrestleMania, where Fatu faces off against Roman Reigns, or another top WWE star in a highly anticipated main event. This match would not only be about physical prowess, but also about storytelling. The emotional weight of the rivalry would add a layer of drama that would keep fans on the edge of their seats. After a hard-fought battle, Jacob Fatu could ultimately walk out as the WWE World Champion, a moment that would resonate with fans around the world. Not only would Fatu's victory represent a changing of the guard within the Wwe family, but it would also symbolize his rise from an indie star to the biggest stage in professional wrestling. The impact on WWE and Fatu's future. Jacob Fatu's ascent to the WWE World title would not just be a game changer for his career, but it would also have a long-lasting impact on WWE's product. The company has been in need of fresh, dynamic stars to headline its shows, and Fatu's rise would provide exactly that. His combination of raw power, agility, and family legacy would make him a unique addition to the WWE roster, and his presence could usher in a new era of wrestling. For Fatu, winning the WWE World title would be the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice. His journey from the indies to the top of WWE would serve as an inspiration to future wrestlers, proving that with determination, skill, and the right opportunities, anything is possible. Conclusion. Jacob Fatu's path to a future WWE World title shot, suggested by the veteran, offers a tantalizing glimpse into what could be one of the most exciting storylines in WWE's recent history. By leveraging Fatu's family legacy, wrestling talent, and rising star power, WWE could set the stage for a game-changing scenario that would not only elevate Fatu's career, but also refresh the main event scene in a dramatic and impactful way. Fans of WWE and Jacob Fatu alike are sure to be eagerly awaiting what comes next.